Hello people of Earth and welcome to episode 3 of the Game Store tournament. Our first match is with Megan Hill versus Mr. Kavita. It's time to duel. We bring you match 6, Megan Hill versus Mr. Cavachi. I'm going to say his name wrong completely now. So these two duelists, we got a machine, I believe a machine deck if I remember rightly, and a book deck. So both duelists are new to this tournament, but if Mr. Kavita can able to summon his boss monster, he has the duel. But lucky enough, we've got the Ancient Elf in attack mode with 1,700 thanks to the Book of Secret Arts. And we're going to get Sage of Silence in attack mode, but Mr. Kavita uses Intimidation Roar to stop their attack. And we got Giant Rat in attack, destroying the Silent Sage, and summon another Giant Rat in attack mode. And we got Overdrive in attack mode. Oh, and we get Blast with Chain, but activating Hidden Spellbook brings back Pot of Greed and the Book of Secret Arts. But we've lucky enough, Megan Hill has placed Witch of the Black Forest in the great face down. By activating the Moon of the Clips, face all monsters face down in defensive mode. And Magician of Faith has been put down in defensive mode. And Mr. Kavita has his machines doing all the damage. But we have just got one of Megan Hill's second strongest monster in her deck, the Dark Elf. And 1,500 and 1,600 does a lot of damage to Megan. And Megan's only down to 3,550 life points. If Megan Hill wants to come out of this, she's going to struggle. Oh, and sadly to say, she just lost life points that she just lost. But we've got Book of the Eclipse going to the grave. Oh, and got Confiscation sending the Breaker, the Magician Warrior to the grave. And lucky enough, if Megan Hill can keep up the damage and keep no monsters on Mr. Kavita's side of the field, we might actually see her win. And Mr. Kavita must have got nothing in his hand besides having cards. And we've got 2,000 life points and 1,200. So this means Megan can't attack anymore with her Dark Elf without taking the rest of her life points. And it looks like Megan Hill's gone into the defensive. To be honest, I can't really blame her. And Metamorph goes to the grave. And we got 1,500 damage to Mr. Kavita. I do question what's in his hand because I don't remember giving him them much of. Oh my. And Book of Moon activates Blastermine. So normally I would have actually switched all monsters in attack mode now and attacked. And the AI just killed herself. With Blastermine goes off in the next turn, Megan Hill will take 1,500 damage. So monster destruction. And Mr. Kavita wins the first round without even doing any damage. I see everyone in match 2. We bring you match 2. Megan needs to win this to do a tiebreaker, but if Mr. Kavita wins this match, he goes on to round 2. Let's begin the duel. I'm sadly to say, in his hand, in her hand, should I say, It looks a bit struggling, but he does have a strong defensive monster. But we have Pot of Greed drawing 2 cards, and we place 1 card face down in defense of Pixie Knight. And we got Polymerization bringing, and we got Labyrinth Tank, Mystic Creature's boss monster in attack mode. And Pixie Knight has been saved just by luck. But the first damage goes to Megan Hill for 1,000 damage. And Megamorph has just powered up the Labyrinth Tank. And we've got 2 cards placed down. We've got the Royal Magician Library and the card that was going to help. Sadly gone to the grave. But Pixie Knight activates special ability, bringing Pot of Greed back to the deck. And Pot of Greed was activated, drawing 2 new cards. And Breaker Knight activates. It doesn't activate special ability. Against the table, just a lot of damage. So does Labyrinth, dropping Megan's life points to 4,050 life points. But Silent Sage attacks. Activated special ability. And 2,000 life points have been taken out of Megan Hill's life points. Mystic Creature really is trying to make her life struggle. And Dark Elf gets destroyed. The only way Megan Hill would actually get the Labyrinth Tank destroyed is by summoning anything. Well, getting the magic card Fisher would help as well, so Labyrinth Tank attacks again, and the Witch of the Black Forest gets destroyed. And Mega Hill gets Monster Reborn. Oh, and Trapple destroys Breaking Magician Wolf, sending it to the grave. And Monster Reborn brings back, not a monster I would have brought back in defense mode, an activated magical book, bringing Pot of Greed and Pot of Greed and Monster Reborn back into the deck. Oh, and Fish destroyed. This means Mystic Creature can move on to round 2. I'll see everyone in the next episode, in the next match. Mystic Creature wins his round 1 match. He moves on to face Christine in round 2. Let's begin round 7. It's time to duel. And we got Imori versus Tristan for match 7. Now, Imori's deck hasn't changed since the last season, but Tristan's deck has actually got a little bit more powerful. He's added a couple of new spell cards and added the Thunder Dragon cards. Now, just a heads up, he doesn't have the fusion for the twin-headed Thunder Dragon, as I did think that's a bit too powerful for Season 2 deck. But it looks like Imori. Oh, sadly to say, we've got a very metal giant rat on the field. And sadly to say, that's not even going to work. With giant rat and metamorph, that means his attack increases above. Oh, I am going to try to say this. Torrent to Tribute. But it looks like Imori's hand hasn't produced any monster cards. But lucky enough, Catapult does send one of the Super Robot materials to his hand again. And it looks like we're going to get our first fusion of Kaiser Dragon in Mori's boss monster. Now, I did think when I was working out any more his deck for this season, he'd add Trihorn back to his deck, but I kind of disagreed with myself on doing that, as it shows Imori's deck can work without it. But I might add some storyline later down the line. But it looks like Imori's going to be struggling to keep a monster on the field. But sadly to say, Trap Hole goes to the grave, but we get the first Thunder Dragon on the field. It looks like Tristan's deck has improved from the last match, because if he did duel someone very to a level who was stronger than Tristan before, and I think it was Duke. God, it was only a couple of weeks ago, and I can't remember. And Tristan used Monster Reborn to bring back Kaiser Dragon, and that is now going to go against him as 2,300 damage, leaving Imori with only 3,800 life points left. But the life points have nearly equalised again, but that's not going to help. Sadly to say, if Imori's going to win this, he needs a plan, which with only one card in his hand, is not going to help. And if he doesn't summon a monster this turn, well, the first round goes to Tristan. And sadly to say, with only King of the Swamp in defense, that's going to be, looks like. I mean, yeah, I'm still stupid. But the first match goes to Tristan Taylor. I'll see everyone in round 2. See you then. Begin round 2. Imori versus Tristan. Tristan needs this to go on to the next round, but if Imori wins this, we go to the tiebreaker. Let's begin the duel. Now, like I said in the last match, that Tristan's deck has been improved slightly. Not a lot, but slightly. And to be honest, I kind of enjoyed having his deck a bit more improved. I kind of felt a bit bad that I didn't give him much of a advantage in the last series. And when I say that, I mean monster-wise. So we have Mass Dragon, we got Giant Rat, got 2 face-down cards, and it looks like Mystic Tornado is going to destroy Dragon Treasure, which makes both Dragon and the Rat clash, meaning both of them will summon each other again. Watch how I'll be wrong. We've got a Giant Rat and a Mass Dragon, both clash again to summon each other, hopefully. I won't be wrong, which I probably will. And we've got Giant Rat and Mass Dragon. They clash again, and we get sometime this century Acrobat Monkey and the Divine Dragon of Ragnarok. And we got a dragon dwelling in the cave and Trap Hole, but we do get Call of the Haunting, bringing back Giant Rat. But sadly to say, 600 life points go out Tristan's life points. Now this is where Tristan deck does suffer from losing. Oh, and reinforcements gives oh my god, does 700 damage. And Cave Dragon destroys King of the Swamp. Like I said, this does actually show why Tristan deck is powerful in his own way. And we get Monster Reborn, bringing back Divine Ragnarok Dragon. I don't know, I said that completely wrong. Oh, and Mystic Tornado takes out Call of the Haunted, sending Giant Rat and Metamorph to the grave. Oh, we've got Dragon Treasure, but sadly to say, I think King of the Swamp. No, Lizard Dragon's face down. And we've got Pot of Greed, that allows you to draw 2 cards. But because of Thunder Dragon's ability, he's allowed to draw 2 other Thunder Dragons to his hand. And we got Cyber Commander, dealing himself 50 life points. But yeah, I think Tristan deck is second season deck is a lot stronger than his first one. Imori does. I've already made Imori's second deck just in case. I feel like his deck needs improvement, and at the moment, I might. Oh, and widespread ruin destroys the Ragnarok dragon. Like I said, I kind of agreed with myself that if he's unable to win at least one match, his deck is getting an upgrade. And it looks like both. And we've got Corey Dragon with the Dragon Treasure, boosting Corey Dragon by 300 life points, 300 tap points, giving it 1,800. This is where Tristan deck will probably fail him. And Fisher destroys Corey Dragon. But we have Robo Yaru. You know, there's someone in a room that makes up these random nades and expect people to actually say it. And sadly to say, I'm one of them people. So we have one face down card, and we've got one half of the Kaiser Dragon. And King of the Swamp goes to the grave. Now, I did put a very powerful spell card in Tristan's deck, what allows him, if he had Polymerization in his hand, he'll be able to fusion summon from the grave. But I guess he didn't get that. But Kaiser Dragon comes out. We have 1,500, but the final attack does go to Kaiser Dragon. And we go to the tiebreaker. I'll meet everyone there. Bye. We start the tiebreaker. Now, both duelists only need to win this match to go to round 2. Let's begin the duel. I kind of wish that happens a bit sooner. And wow, we got the fusion material already for Kaiser Dragon. But sadly to say, no polymerization. Typical. And we got Thunder Dragon going to the grave and bringing 2 Thunder Dragons to the hand. Now, I would love to see him having Monster Reborn at the same time, but I was never that lucky. And lucky enough, Imori used just Tornado to destroy Trapple, but widespread ruin techs out. Guardian of the Fortress #1. What was it? Wingardium of the Fortress #1. But we've got Thunder Dragon 2 going to the grave thanks to Trap Hole. So, and we got another Fairy Dragon joining in the field. And the damage goes to. The first damage does go to Tristan for 1,100. But lucky enough, Imori was smart and actually switching one of the Fairy Dragons into defense. And we get Polymerization ringing for Sardaness as well to bring the Super Robo Jaru in attack mode. And for every time Super Robo Jaru attacks and goes to the grave, that was sometimes I want to hit the AI. And we've got Super Robo Jaru attacking. And I think that's the first time Super Robo Jaru attacked without actually dealing himself life point damage. And that card came too late. And it looks like Tristan has actually got Duelist by the arm. And sadly, Imori takes 1,000 damage. So at the moment, Tristan is leading. And sadly to say, Tristan might actually do a lot more damage of a lot. Might take in more life points, very much down to its base of only 1,000 life points. And sadly to say, Amori doesn't have the card that would have. Well, he does have the card, he's just not drawn it. But sadly to say, it looks like he won't be moving on to the next round. But and Castle World just activates. That means none of the cards were able to do any damage. But this is where Amori needs to. Don't switch it into attack mode. And Amori will be able to take out one monster, but sadly to say that would only be. I've got widespread ruin destroying the last of the Thunder Dragons. But Robojaru destroys King of the Swamp, and Giant Rat wins the match for Tristan. So Tristan will be moving on to round 2. I'll see everyone in match 8. Tristan Taylor moves on to round 2. In round 8, he either faces off with Joey or Taya. It's time to begin the duel. We're on match 8 against Joey versus Taya. And I feel sorry for Joey, because in the last series he went against Yugi, now he's going against Taya. I feel like if I go into the third season, somehow he will fight Tristan. So Joey does have his new deck, so it's added a few more traps, a few more magic, and changing up some of his weaker monsters for stronger ones. So his season, pretty much, he's slightly gone into his season 2 deck, but not with any of the stronger monsters. And we've got Swordsman Flanstar going in defense with Grave Robber. And we've got Starboy. Is it Starboy? Oh, Hiroshima. And we've got Fisher joining. And we've got Kunai with Chains activating. Something I wouldn't activate face up. I would have kept it face down. And we've got Potter Reed. Did you know you can draw 2 cards? And one time you want Potter. And we got Wabaku stopping the attack. It's just like every person who's ever had a double who has a fusion monster somehow gets the fusion material out. And that is a lot of don't use it for a thing. So Joey took first damage of the duel. The only way I can see him getting out of this, well, there's Baby Dragon. The only way I can see him getting out of this is getting Swamp King and Polymerization, which at the moment don't see that happening. So story-wise, Tay did get given from Yugi promo card, as he thought it didn't really suit his playstyle. But sadly to say, I think Joey has lost the first round of the duel. And that's kind of disappointing. I wish he actually did win the first round to show off his new cards besides Swordsman of Landstar. But I meet everyone in match 2. And we bring you match 2. So Joey needs this win to do the tiebreaker. If not, Tay goes on to face Tristan. I do feel like this the tournament system really want their friendship to battle each other. But looking in Joey's hand, we already got one of Joey's new cards of Alligator Sword. And Warrior of the sometimes I do question the AI. And Shining Friendship does no damage or destroys Wasteland Monster. And we got Threatening Roar, stopping the attack. And we've got one of Tay's boss monsters, the Dark Witch. Sadly to say, if he kept Skull Dice, he wouldn't have that problem. But guess what he didn't do? So I kind of gave and Hiroshima has been is joining the field. But lucky enough, if we get polymerization, and I say if we get polymerization, we get flame swordsman. But we got rocket warrior. Rocket warrior does 1,000 damage. I would have. We can only hope. And Rocket Warrior goes to the grave. So we've actually seen 3 of the new monster cards in Joey's deck. And sadly to say, we're struggling to get polymerization or a stronger monster. Now, just to ask you people, and if I get a response, if you want me to get Joey to a Battle City version of his deck, just state in the comments. And Taya is very much holding the line with her Dark Witch, but not flipping any other monsters up, which is slightly surprising. And Dark Witch is now at 2,800. So the only way that monster is getting destroyed is Fisher. And we've got a face down card joining the rest. And we've got, and now Dark Witch is at 3,500. Joey really needs to don't do it. You've got bad luck when you use these cards. And I saw that going, I saw that coming a mile away. And we've got Happy Lover attacking with 3,500 damage, leaving Joey with already 2,850 life points. And this means I'll have to edit Joey's deck again to try making it at least a little bit more valuable. And this means Taya goes through the next round to face Tristan in round 2. I will see everyone in match 9. Taya Gardner moves on to face Tristan Taylor in round 2, friends versus friends. But I'll see everyone in the next episode. Bye.